Hello.
Hi,
How you going there, mate?
I'm so tired that I can't open both eyes.
So tired that you can't open both eyes. How did that happen?
Uh, well, I mean, how snarky do I want to get?
Uh, very.
Why I might be extra tired this week?
Yes.
Why do you think I might be extra tired this week?
Probably something to do with me.
Yep, I can go with that angle,
But I'm just a small part of that.
but not small, but not insignificant.
Not insignificant, but I feel like I don't know, a 4 a.m. argument that lasted 3 hours
Mm,
can be a little bit worse.
yeah, that was a contributing factor too.
I mean, when was the last time me and you have actually argued?
For real?
Yeah, like actually for real.
I don't know.
I don't think we ever have.
Mm,
Like maybe like once, and I probably just shut down and gave up.
yeah, because you were, I'm no doubt wrong.
Oh, yes, because you're always right, Dave.
Not always. Not always. But if it's something I actually know something about, it's like this the sloppy food argument. I back down over that
Well,
because you know a lot more about sloppy food than I do.
yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that's how I would describe your meal that you had for dinner today, but
I was Turkish actually.
oh, really?
Mm. Or
Yeah, I don't
some
think we have any like Turkish restaurants.
you reckon?
Yeah, around me, no, not at all.
Oh, no, around no, yeah, maybe not around you, but yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of like Mediterranean. There's some halal stuff too.
Yeah. Yeah. Halal, that'll be the same kind of shit.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
meat and rice, and bread.
Yeah. And tahini sauce. Have you ever had
Weird
tahini
garlic
sauce?
sauce.
No, tahini sauce is I can't remember what it's made out of. Chickpeas or something. I don't know. I can't remember. It's really good.
I'm about to say the only thing that I've ever had made out of chickpeas is hummus.
Yeah, I'll look up what tahini's made out of.
Okay. Yeah, so today we were supposed to have our lovely guest Kieran on, but he's not responding.
So we'll watch some of what happened yesterday.
Yeah, while I was
So you can add your comments to this as if you were here yesterday.
oh, okay.
That'll kill a minute 23.
Not only that, we have this comment here. Chantel went to the club last night instead of taking care of my sick daughter. Love co-parenting. Oof.
Boy. Yeah, well, we can talk about that because we're both parenting experts.
Yeah, parenting experts.
We
Seems
can
you are an
maybe
expert, Mark.
maybe advice is not such a good idea, but we
No.
can give opinions.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not gonna say, "Well, you don't have children. What the fuck would you know?"
Yeah. I've been close to being a stepdad. That counts, right?
Yeah, I haven't. I've been close to calling my pets fur babies.
Oh, don't do
No.
that, please.
How do you think I ever would do that?
No, and if you
Could you
did, that's when
imagine?
I know you were losing your fucking mind.
Could you imagine?
I don't think I'd be talking to Dave.
Anyway, here's yesterday. Hi, can we just talk? Do you want to be my new co-host?
No.
She
Just-
didn't agree to be the
No,
new
she just
co-host.
swiped your face.
So that's why you're back. It was promising for a little bit.
Don't hurt me.
See
Your
how
name
it just
went straight
pops?
through me. That
Yeah.
Yeah, pop straight through.
Right.
Can I parry?
VR still needs a lot of work.
Ooh.
This is Blade and Sorcery, which is still quite fun. But
No,
I mean, or is it just this game? Like, is Resident Evil like this?
you a femboy?
No.
You look pretty manly.
But Resident Evil doesn't give you the freedom to move your arms around like this in terms of how you interact with the enemies.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Because, like
you
you
can-
said, to even do like the martial arts stuff, you still have to. It's still a button press.
The martial arts is a button. With the knife, you can slash, but you can't stab.
I mean, that kind of makes sense. It's a knife.
Well, yes, and what? You can't stab with a knife?
Well, I mean, in like Resident Evil, not 7, like the remake of Resident Evil 2.
Do you want me to show you how you can stab with a knife?
No thanks. I already had a
Okay.
little bit of a running with that.
Oh yeah, that. Oh, bad cough too. Yeah. So, but Resident Evil 4 is a port of a very old game, so
Oh, we got more on Twitch bots.
kind of makes sense that, that yeah, they weren't gonna drastically redesign the game, were they?
No, I mean, there's only so much you can do, and and still retain
Well,
the game.
And because you still want the core Resident Evil 4 experience, which
Right.
they did that great. There's some changes that people were complaining about, but
Like, I mean, that would be like trying to do Dark Souls in VR.
right.
Or do you actually expect somebody to like roll around on the floor?
Some people would.
I mean, if I had a big
game.
enough room, like how they have there's like VR places that you can go to in the US.
Yeah.
Like if I had that kind of area
Mhm.
where I could just like, not have to worry about wires and combat roll everywhere, that'd be fantastic.
It would be.
But I'm pretty sure my invincibility frames would not last as long as they do in the game
No.
because I can't roll that fast. I don't actually,
yeah.
I don't even know how to do it. One of those combat rolls.
I mean, sounds like a challenge to me.
Colin said that he wants to become
Give it a go.
famous.
Yeah, already are, Colin.
You're famous to me.
The world famous dumbest rocket scientist we've ever known. You got branding. You got a internet persona.
Yeah, you're the Mazda man.
Oh yeah, Miatas as well. Yeah. Yeah.
The Miata man, Colin.
Sounds famous to me.
Oh. Did you used to be this autistic like podcaster? Oh. Okay.
So I was kind of searching for a new co-host yesterday.
Can I just stab you? I don't really want to hurt you.
They really
I'd
come
rather
at
we-
you in this game.
Oh. What? Do you want to help me with Thought Thursdays?
Yeah, I thought Thursdays didn't happen
Ooh,
yesterday.
Thought, but
Thream
Okay.
Thursday.
I
right.
was threaming.
Oh,
No.
sorry. I didn't mean to do that. You kept coming at me.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
what
have
are you
one of those
supposed to
little, those little tiny Roman short shorts.
Yeah, short shorts. Yes,
Short.
I was wearing
Swords.
short shorts.
How short though?
I was a hot lady.
Ah,
I think that's why it started with chicks. I assume. It seems to be gender inclusive, that game.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's not like with wrestling or boxing or MMA where you have to fight within your own gender.
I mean,
there are exceptions
you
to
would
that.
think that there would. It takes a lot of strength to be able to swing around a sword.
Yes.
I mean, VR not so much, but
I mean, you've seen Game of Thrones.
yeah, of course.
The little girl has that needle or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Right. So you don't need strength, supposedly.
You need panache.
That's
Style.
not a word I've heard anyone say for quite a while. So what do you got? What do you got next? That's what I had. Recycled material from yesterday.
Well, I was thinking about
At
what you
least
were showing me.
Someone's happy that you're back.
Hey, hi, John. And then Colin's prediction is that he ends up with full custody of Margot somehow, or she gives up at being a mom. Oof, heavy. And he's also an expert on Game of Thrones.
Okay. How's that going to help us today, right now, Colin? Give us something.
What I was thinking about was you light trolling Jerry Banfield.
Yeah, he's trolling me. Really?
You think
when you think about it,
your trolling attempts are being like Uno reversed?
Yes.
Like when you talked about eating a shit ton of brownies.
Yes.
And it made you feel like shit about it.
Yes. That's why Carl from WATP, who are these podcasts, is scared to do any more Jerry Banfield. Because he's afraid of being trolled by Jerry Banfield.
I mean,
the all-powerful, all-seeing, all-knowing.
No, here we go.
Jerry Banfield.
You want to read that out?
What are the chances of Rubberneckers making a comeback?
Oh, yeah, I have more demands to send you. Actually, John, I can discuss these here.
I've got a few demands.
Yeah, he's got a couple demands that he personally sent me.
We got to fill in an hour here. Read out the whole list.
Yeah, I have the whole list here. I was going over it somewhat with him on the phone yesterday.
Yeah,
but one of the new ones.
Just before you start,
go ahead.
If anyone's listening to this and doesn't know what Rubberneckers was, I mean, why would you?
It could have been a fantastic show.
It was a show that lasted 7 episodes.
That was only 6.
6 or 7 episodes that ended abruptly, and got a little bit of attention in the 7 episodes that we did. So there's some discussion about whether to start it up again.
Right
now that all the heat has died down,
and now everyone has a list of demands.
Now that everyone's totally forgotten about it,
and I have middleman.
Now's the time to maybe start up again. Yeah. So demands are flying around, including
every which way.
Including not having every original member.
Well, that was discussed.
Which is a weird one.
John did agree. It's just, we can't allow Andrew to continue for too long.
Can't allow anyone to continue for too long.
Yes. Period.
Yeah. Yes.
So one of these new ones that Dave has, I don't agree with.
Yeah, because you're an idiot.
All Rubberneckers to be fully
retarded.
vaccinated in line with the recommendations in their jurisdictions, including booster shots. I don't need it. This does not apply to me.
Well, it doesn't matter. That's the demand.
What are these ridiculous demands, Dave?
What? In line with the recommendations?
Yeah, those aren't in my recommendations. In my jurisdiction, for my job, I don't need to be vaccinated.
That is my demand. You got to come up with something better than I don't need to. So you can try harder than that. No.
Why do I need to?
Because it's a demand. You can throw out your own list of demands as well.
I'm not good at that. I don't like demanding things out of people. I feel like it's rude.
It's not rude if it's for the greater good. Okay, what's this?
Colin
SA
is wondering, what is the meaning of the phrase "I told you not to trust me"? It came up multiple times, said by Littlefinger in the close reading of the transcript. Well, if I remember correctly, in the times that I've watched Game of Thrones, Littlefinger is like a two-faced bitch,
Yes, absolutely.
and that's why he says, "I told you not to trust me."
Yeah, he does warn people.
How do you feel about this, Dave?
How about no?
Oh, okay.
How about just because John Domingo thinks it's time, what everyone's just got to bow down, bend over?
Hey, I was just throwing it out there.
So what's changed? What's different now?
You'd have to ask him. He says that he's a changed man.
He's not.
Well, I mean,
how has he changed? What, 40 pounds off, and now suddenly he's not going to be a sensitive little bitch?
You'd be surprised.
That's all it takes. Yeah. Okay. Well.
Okay.
Send him an invite. We got nothing to do today, so whatever.
Yeah. Okay. I'll send it over then. This next demand I actually do agree with, like, full-heartedly. When you yourself,
what are you doing?
Tell anyone to lay off on any of the rubberneckers due to emotional distress, do it, no questions
or anybody else.
Yeah, and we break balls, but we don't bully, which I do agree with.
Yeah. So don't tell me to go fuck myself. If I see someone in actual emotional distress, then,
no one gets kicked off the show unless 4 out of the 5 members agree. I also agree with that.
We'll white knight from time to time. Not very often.
Oh, this one. This demand right here. I give my 10 out of 10 to. If there's a deadlock in decision making, Jody B from Po' Boy Podcast to cast the deciding vote.
He's pretty much a neutral.
No,
party.
yeah, he is a neutral party.
Yeah.
No more Discord and Patreon fragmentation. Rubberneckers will be owned by Content Kings until it is successful enough to break away.
Yep. We just got to decide what the criteria of success is.
Yeah, and then Andrew and Devin will complete their brand intervention demands. I think there's more likelihood of me completing mine
than Andrew.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Bob will reverse delete his ideas from the Trello board. All ideas and assets produced for Rubberneckers to be owned by Rubberneckers, not the individuals. Okay, that's reasonable.
That is fucking bullshit. If you make something for a show and then you take your shit away.
Yeah, no, it kind of is. Only 3 minutes of boring boomer stories per episode. Yes, please. And this is a fantastic one. When rules are breached, the offending party to pay $20 US into the Rubberneckers pot or perform a dare punishment agreed upon by the four of the other Rubberneckers.
Right.
Which could be hilarious.
Could be fun. Exactly.
There's potential there.
Yeah.
Because none of us wants to give any other one of us $20.
I mean, I've done
that to me
things from time to time, but yeah.
I have not contributed. So
challenges or dares or punishments would be a lot more exciting.
Yeah, hilarious.
So you're just going to leave him backstage for the rest of the episode?
Oh yeah, I totally forgot.
What's your
I
plan?
forgot that I had power in this StreamYard.
Look at him now. He's
You
got
have-
powers.
He's got the power, yeah.
So I was watching you yesterday with your Minion headset on and you were struggling. And I said, my God, how sad is this? I said, maybe we should bring Rubbers back. Maybe Dave should actually have a show that would actually be, entertaining and something to be proud of. So I figured, what the hell? Why not try it? But let's bring it back. But now
Why?
you have demands like vax mandates, which is so stupid because, first of all, nobody can give anyone else COVID because we're not in the same fucking time zones.
I mean, I could fly out to New Jersey and just cough all over you.
Yeah.
But you don't know the new strain. New strain might work. over
Oh,
here.
is it internet savvy?
You pass it through the internet, the new strain.
Those Chinese are pretty smart. They'll work out a way.
It's true. It's true. They are.
They have to try. They have to bring the rest of the world to its knees.
That's right. They're crafty little chinks. They are.
Oh, don't forget about this, Dave. Andrew still has to spank his mom's ass and threaten his father with a nail gun or something,
Correct.
First of all, he doesn't even podcast. He doesn't even want to podcast anymore.
which is kind of sad.
He's quit. He quit. So, and then the only problem, like I said, with Andrew is there's every once in a while he winds up and you can't stop him. And we have to have a way of being able to stop him. Everybody else would yield after a certain amount of time. Andrew did not.
Yeah, I mean, you two did kind of clash heads. That is true.
Well, of course he had, because he was trying to impress you. That's what he, we would get that, and then he would give you this.
Yeah. I don't
Right.
think it's just like a whole impressing Dave thing. I think it's impressing himself.
No, it's all about
Fundamentally.
impressing Dave. Oh, did you see what I did to John? I did that. Look what I did to John.
I don't know. You two going at it in the gaslighting pod discussion was fucking hilarious.
I remember that. Oh, over in
Yeah,
the
Boomer
Discord.
Bunker. Yeah.
Yeah, the Discord. Yes. Yeah, he's funny.
That is true. Colin yielded every second of the show.
Colin's just, I don't even know why he was there, to be honest with you. Hey, listen, it was very tough. It was a big room.
I mean, we were only like 6 episodes in
Yes, about 6.2.
until somebody put a hole in the wall with their mic arm.
I'm
Fucking around, John.
Listen. So let's get to the demands. All right. First of all, the vax mandate is ridiculous. We're not doing that. Because
No, you got to come up with something better than no. We're not doing that.
we're just, because I just did. There's no reason to have a vax mandate. There's no way that anybody is in danger of getting COVID from this show. We're not even in the same rooms.
I mean, unless you want to trade mic socks, Dave.
Now,
It's the responsible thing to do.
it is not. It is not responsible at all. I understand that your country has you under its thumb and stuff like that, but over here in America, we still believe in freedom. And we have that whole thing like the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, that thing you guys all hate because we have it, you don't.
Freedom to do the right thing. So do the right thing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, John's fully vaccinated.
We are. Yeah. I just don't want to, I don't want to enforce my will on other people's medical decisions. It's ridiculous.
John needs his booster.
I mean, do I need to get like a medical note from my doctor that says that he doesn't think I need to take the vaccine
Yes,
because of my heart problems?
If this is
Yes,
one of
that
Dave's
would be-
demands,
that would be
he's not
satisfactory.
being serious. He's not being serious. If he
Uh,
although he cried, he went on other shows and cried, "Woo, let's get it back together. Why can't we do this?" And here it is. It's time to do it. And now he's balking. So he didn't want to do this. It was all a big troll.
Well,
They didn't
you
want-
started with the demands, Mr. Jamingo. So we
Yes,
can
I
start
did.
with
I
your
did,
stupid-
because they were
stupid demand.
they were shows.
Yeah, let's go with his. Let's go over his demands then, Dave.
Okay. Yes.
So starting with Mr. Jamingo's demands.
Yes.
All right. So I have
Just a
a,
little
only
heads
a
up.
few. The few that I had were that you weren't the only one to run the show. And now with StreamYard, you can give access to other people. So you could do that. The other demand I had was no more 8 minutes and 46 seconds timeouts. It's like 2 minutes, like fighting or like hockey, or maybe 5 minutes for fighting in hockey. you could get a 5-minute timeout, but not 8 minutes. That's too long. And then the other one is your audio bits, the beginning of the show, 1 minute. The other ones were too long. They were good, but they were too long. I think that's it. They were my three demands, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Probably can't be fucked doing them anymore. That was because that was the most work that I did.
Yeah, it was a ton of work. And they were good.
Yeah.
They were good, very good. Just very, very long. We're sitting here. I was falling asleep. It was too long. But
I'm not
that was
going
it.
to put that much time into a show that might die after another
Well, that was the other thing.
three or four episodes.
I said
I guess lesson learned.
The RSS feed has to be, everybody has access to the RSS feed, not just one person. I said to Devin yesterday, I said, if I would have thought before, if I would have calmed down before I acted, I probably wouldn't have done that. But I was so
deleted everything.
Yeah, I was so mad by the time I calmed down. There was just smoldering wreckage of Rubberneckers. And I went back to try to change it, and when I went back, it was gone. The RSS feed was gone. Like I couldn't recover it. So, but I did put it up on Anchor, so the other shows are there. If anybody wants to go listen to the 6.
Yes, but so in summary, you can't be trusted with the RSS feed.
That's
so
true. Yes, yeah, it's true because we could fight, and one person should not have a nuclear option to take the show out. I agree with you.
Holy shit!
Right. So my idea was that everybody else has access to the RSS feed except for you.
Oh, all right, that's fine.
Because you're the one that kind of torched it.
Yeah, I did. That's fine. Everybody else can have it. I don't care. There's we use for gasoline. We use a service called Red Circle. It's free, so we can do it there, and that's fine. Oh, the other thing was no Content Kings. Like anything that we do for Rubberneckers doesn't go on Content Kings. It has to be its own separate entity. No after show, none of that. No, because it has to. If we're going to do it, we have to do our own Patreon, and it's a Rubberneckers Patreon, and it gets split between everybody on the show.
That everyone has access to and control of, not just one person.
Correct. Yeah, that was the other one I thought of.
There's no point in setting up a Patreon until you actually get some subscribers.
That is true too. I do believe that, because that was why I was bitching about the Content Kings when I was like, well, we're worried about the content. We got like 4 people that maybe signed up because of the show, and we're worried about the Patreons. Ridiculous.
Right.
I agree. So, but when it's time to set up a Patreon, when the show takes off and becomes nationally known,
sure,
then we sign. We do it legally. As its own separate entity.
Right.
You okay over there?
I mean, that doesn't quite align. But it's not too far off it.
Yeah, there we go. You know what the fly in the ointment's going to be is Bob. Bob's going to diva. He's going to diva up. He's not going to want to come. He's not going to want to do it. I know. I just know how he is, because we're talking now about doing this, and I think that I don't know how he's going to feel about that.
I mean, does Bob have his own list of demands?
You know what? We don't know.
He will.
He might. He might have his own list of demands. We're like the Beatles, right?
Yeah, one of us is about to get assassinated. Exactly like
I don't know. Yeah, which one? Who? So yeah, I would think that maybe we could do that again. I figured
which Beatle got assassinated.
That would be John Lennon. John Lennon, yes. I'm not worth killing. Honestly, none of us are worth killing. So I figured I would just open up the negotiations, say that, I'm open to it. If put your money where your mouth is. If you said you wanted it, if you wanted to drop love bombs, as you said, back to Doug and Anthony, I'm open to talking about it.
Yeah, Bob mentioned that as well. It seemed to have
made
some kind of impact.
Right. And yeah, it was. And the other thing about the show was it was a power struggle. between you and I, Dave. So if we eliminate the power struggle, then I think that the show can progress.
Well, yeah, no, I think you. I don't know why it's so convenient for you to singly demonize me.
I said it was a power struggle.
Thing.
It was a power struggle between you and I. I don't know how I didn't blame you.
No.
I just said it was a power struggle between you and I.
No, there were others.
Oh,
there were others on the show.
Yeah, I understand that. But the thing is, no one else on the show screwed me over as much as you have in our past. So I have to keep a hairy eyeball on you.
Well, like, because I was thinking about this, and there's one time that Jody and I deliberately fucked you over.
Okay,
one time.
Really.
Jody says that he's worth shooting, just not killing. That's funny.
That's funny. Coming from a guy that's got shot. Right. So here's the thing.
It was one time.
Say that one time.
And it was pretty funny.
Oh, okay. And if you go to Content Kings right now,
I remember why. I remember.
Yeah, okay. If you go to Content Kings right now, there is a 1 hour video of me saying, donut, fat.
It's hilarious.
Right. For a full hour.
Yes.
Okay.
One entire hour.
Okay. So
I'm just saying, it's not like, and there's not, and other videos that you have that you've made up and stuff like that. So it's not like you have not.
How is that? So I took something that you said and just repeated it for an hour.
For an hour. Yes.
You said it.
I've been screwed over in the past by you, set up by you. I have a hairy eyeball on you because I don't feel that you can be trusted. I don't feel that we're even friends. This is a show that we're going to do.
Right. We never said we were friends. What
exactly.
Are you talking about?
So I have to keep a hairy eyeball on you. That's all. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I got to give you the side eye.
You went from loving Bob to hating Bob back to loving Bob.
Oh, because we're men. We talked it out like men.
Because Bob knows how to manipulate you.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I reached out to Bob, and
he manipulated you. Yes.
So he manipulated me. If that's what, this is the problem right here.
Something that
we sat down like men. We talked like men, and then it was over. That's how
I think. I honestly think that Bob is a little bit smarter than he makes himself out to be.
Oh yeah,
he just acts dumb all the time.
Oh, he loves to act dumb. He loves to act dumb, but he's not dumb at all. That's when we say that he's a master level troll. He goes, "Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know how to troll. Fuck off."
Yeah, exactly.
Of the original Rubberneckers, he actually has the highest raw IQ. Believe it or not, with all his crazy ideas.
What's boring? What the hell's wrong with Colin?
He's just, he's in a way, man.
The other day, yesterday, I was over on Plenty of Fish, and I saw Chantel's profile.
Yeah.
Looking for a real man, it says. Looking for a real man. That was in the title. I don't know. Gas on the fire. Is it boring now, Colin? How about that? How about we just start on you?
Predictable, but yeah. Yeah. So that's John's demands. That's it. You got to have more than that.
No, it's easy. I'm easy. You're the one that has to listen. What was his demands? Go ahead.
There's a whole list here.
It'll take a little while.
They were my demands. Let's read off Dave's demands.
All right. So the first one here, and the first actually dotted list. Andrew must participate for at least 5 minutes per episode. This isn't We Are Assholes. Without the 6 original members, it's not Rubberneckers, which is true.
It would be funny to have him on for 5 minutes. At the 5 minute mark, just kick him out of the stream and he's done. That would be funny, So I might agree. He's not going to show up. He's not dependable. He's not dependable.
Well, I mean, talking about dependable co-hosts.
Yeah, I know.
You and I, John, have a co-host that may not show up.
He's not the. Wow. Yeah.
Every time.
Okay. So that was the one. Okay. What's the other one?
Boomer Bob is only allowed one dad joke per episode.
I think he's over the dad jokes. I can't even get him
No,
to
he's
do
not.
one. I can't even get him to do one at the end of the Boomer Bunker.
Oh, the official one, but he still throws in his dad style humor.
Well, yeah, that's what he does. That's his style. How can you? It's not like he made up. He's reading somebody else's dad jokes. That's his style of humor. I think he's funny. Bob's funny. In a
Some
Bob
more
way. Go ahead,
spicy stuff from Colin.
What's that? Probably that whore is out partying instead of taking care of a sick child.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, so we already went over the RSS feed thing, and
She's
John is
probably
not
out there. She's
alone.
probably out looking for her, your child's new stepdad as we speak. Go ahead.
John is to edit all the episodes and shut the fuck up about how difficult it is, because it isn't.
I talked to
Right.
Devin about this, and I don't, as far as editing, I think what we should do is record everything. I'll set it up, I'll sync it up and everything and do minimal. I'm not going through and editing everything out like I did before. It was too much. It takes too long.
But did it not improve the show? I never
It
really
did.
listened to
It did. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to insist that we get better so we don't need as much editing. Look what Bob and I do it. We just, sometimes we cut out some of the silence. If I ask Bob a question, he stares at me and I think his camera froze.
For 30 fucking seconds. Yeah. Yeah.
So we go back and cut that out.
All right, yep. And so Colin is banned from attempting suicide. I'm okay with that one.
I don't.
We can all
I
agree
think
with that.
You know what? I think he's free to do whatever he wants. If he wants to jump
No.
off a bridge, or
No,
No,
we
he's
need
not.
him here.
He's
if he
not
wants
free.
to orphan his child, that's fine.
Nobody's free.
Hey, listen, if he's going to, he has to film it and have it sent to us so we can play it on the show.
Oh boy.
That I would like that.
Also, Devin must be stone cold sober.
Yes, we agree. We agree on that.
I mean, out of all of the demands that I've come up with, that's the one that's least likely to happen.
Well, then
Stone cold sober.
we'll kick him off the
Like
show.
abs. Oh, I mean, okay.
no.
How much will a beer do to me?
Yeah, he can have a
Nothing.
beer. He just can't be slurring his words and
So
he
what are
can't
you
be
saying?
drunk.
One beer.
No, I don't know. I don't know what
Like a
his
normal sized beer, not
whatever.
the jumbotron.
As long as he
The
kid.
Jumbotron. fuck you.
Or whatever the fuck you do.
no 40s.
Oh, god damn it. Okay.
All right, what else?
The main show must be live streamed with all members showing their faces.
Okay.
I think
30
everyone's
minute.
happy with that now.
Yeah, on the Content Kings thing, John already shot down.
Yeah, that's it. Should not go. Why do you get to make money off of our show? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Why should we? Listen, you
I'm
get
the
enough
content king.
content. You get enough content of replaying the Boomer Bunker episodes on your stream on Tuesdays and usually Fridays too.
I think this is the only thing, like the only comment that I can relate to. But yeah, that low tax guy killed himself and didn't buy Dick's $5,000 suicide shirt off of his show before he did it.
I would love to know how Colin would kill himself. I say it's either bottle of pills or the Miata tailpipe in the car and asphyxiate himself.
I mean, he likes to go for drives. That worries me sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Mhm. What else?
Okay.
He did promise that he'd send me his suicide note so I can post it on content.
Ringworm says, will Andrew come back? Probably not.
Probably not.
All right, let's see.
We'll try to get him at least for a little bit because he is one of the original six.
He is one of the original six.
If any members can't make it to a recording, it is their responsibility to find a replacement.
I don't like that. The reason being because I don't know who you're going to send. It has if there is going to be a replacement, it has to be approved by the other members. If that's the case, we can go with 5 or 4.
We need a fucking committee for every.
Yes, we do. Everything has to be a committee. Yes, it does, because if not, feelings are hurt. And old seatbelt tits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jody said that he'd light himself on
TikTok.
fire and run into the White House.
Is that what
That's
he? That's how
hilarious.
he kill himself?
All right. So, only 1 minute of COVID/vaccine talk per episode. That means there's going to be
That's
no
fine.
talk of that whatsoever
That's
because you can't talk about that in a minute.
It's fine. I mean, like I told Devin yesterday, in about, I don't know, 3 months it'll be all over. We're gonna have therapeutics, and you're not gonna need the vaccine anyhow. You get COVID, you take a pill like Theraflu, and it'll be over.
Yeah, no TikToks unless they're our hilarious TikToks. Like, John doing Fortnite dances.
I don't know. I'm sorry. Sometimes there's some good. I don't know why you cut off good content just because it's a TikTok. I don't know.
Because
I would
it's
table that.
it's so fucking hack to play a TikTok
it-
that everybody else has already seen.
Is it what's more hacky, playing a TikTok or playing a live stream of another show on your show? What's more?
I mean, that's usually in our after show.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think so.
And
And
it's
then also-
transformative.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
It's definitely fair use.
Ringworm says
and it's
they
not a
love
show that
Andrew and we are
everybody's
assholes.
seen.
What's that, Dave? I'm sorry.
It's not a show that everybody's seen. I think that's the point with the TikToks. It's like, oh no, John found a TikTok that everybody already found last week. Great.
Did you see?
It's entertainment.
Sometimes it's new to you, Dave. It only has to be new to one. Not everybody has TikTok.
Mhm.
So everybody that listens doesn't have isn't on TikTok or something like that. So I don't understand. If it's funny's funny. What's the difference?
So we
All
show
right. So
clips from I Love Lucy as well because they're still funny. Or
They are funny. Some of Lucy's clips are funny.
all right. So this is where I think the demands get a little bit more contentious. John must be called fat a minimum of 27 times per episode and not be a sensitive little bitch about it.
Look at him chuckle over there with his Mormon beard. Look at him
That's
chuckle
good,
over
man.
there. All right. I'll tell you what. We can do that if we have to watch Dave try to pour a glass of water
See,
every minute and a half.
as I've told you many times, my hands don't actually shake.
Oh, what kind of Parkinson's? See, can't even do Parkinson's right. That's the problem with you. Yeah, Parkinson's, you're supposed to be able. Listen. You need to do is you need to go watch Michael J. Fox videos and learn how to do Parkinson's right.
Oh, I know.
All right.
I mean,
Bob.
I've also got my I've also got my medication worked out pretty well.
Ah, okay.
And I don't perform like a monkey like Michael J. Fox does just because it's good for the cameras. But maybe I should.
Somebody said someone's got to do a devious lick. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what a devious lick is either. Do you?
No. Bob must acknowledge that he has a daughter at least once per episode.
All right. Now we're not dragging family members into this. That's unfair. It's not right. How dare you?
Okay.
The point is, you can't be a sensitive little fucking bitch about things. Holy shit!
Okay. Again, 27 times. I don't mind being called fat.
He just picked an arbitrary number.
27 times. Yeah, Jody says, "Do you even have Parkinson's?" I think Dave's doing. I think he's just using Parkinson's for sympathy because he seems to be able to walk okay, doesn't shake. What the hell is it?
That's an angle that so many people have come up with already. So,
a devious lick is where you destroy or steal something from a public bathroom or school.
Who is?
So
this?
I just had to steal toilet paper.
I don't even go in a public bathroom.
All right.
Unless I have to.
Bob must do one eating challenge per episode.
Now,
Other members to decide on the eating challenge each week.
He's not
what
do
we
that.
mean, but yeah, exactly. He's not going to do it because he won't eat anything unless it's
No.
completely plain.
Exactly. Why would you? He's not going to.
Because it's funny.
Yeah, I understand. I get it. It's funny that a guy in his 50s won't eat anything with ketchup, mustard, or any kind of flavor besides
All
salt,
right.
or maybe.
This one.
Forget about that. Cheese, yes. Melted cheese, no. What?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with him.
All right.
But first rage quitter from season 2 must give the others $20 US each or equivalent in goods and services.
you know what? That's not a bad. That is actually, I like that. If you rage quit, leave the show. If if you leave the stream, if you quit, you have to give $20 US to each member of the show. You have to send it to them. You have to Venmo it or PayPal or something. I like that idea. I like that idea a lot.
Not every member could afford that. So
Well, then they better sit down. They better sit there and through the show.
Yeah, figure something out.
Right.
And then finally, all members must contribute one story each per episode.
I like that idea because some people like to just show up without anything. They're like, "Hey, I'm here. Bring the content. I'll sit there and do nothing and then not only that, then I'll complain that I don't get to talk because you didn't bring anything to talk about. Something we're doing an hour, so somebody's got to say something. Anyhow, okay. So that's that.
I mean, besides the other ones Dave added on later in the day,
Which are
besides the fully vaccinated one, which we already went over.
That's not done. There's two people. There's two people on the show that's not going to work.
Okay, Dave actually did agree to the first minute of remixes. They can be as long as he wants them to, but only the first minute will be played.
Oh yeah, that's fine too. That's true. We can cut it. We can cut it off.
I'll start doing remixes if we actually manage to do like 10 episodes, maybe even 5 episodes. We'll see.
Yeah, some of them were amazing. I mean, do you have Bob's a Cunt? Let's have a little Bob's a Cunt for old time's sake.
Probably can find that. But yeah.
What were the other
Where
ones?
is it?
There were some good ones.
I don't know where it is.
Okay, so yeah,
It's messed up the order of all these videos. It's fucking StreamYard.
Dave said that when if anyone tells any of the other rubberneckers to lay off on someone that's in emotional distress, you do it, no questions asked. We break balls, we don't bully.
That's it. That I would like that.
That surprised me.
And then here we go.
I heard tapioca pudding makes your semen more lumpy.
Yeah, that's what we need. We need more of that.
No one gets kicked off the show unless 4 out of the other 5 other members agree.
Now that would be funny. Look what Bradley says.
Oh yeah, pussies.
You can't dogpile somebody forever.
No, you can't.
You got to give them a chance to recover. Unless you want $20 off them, you make them leave the show. Unless you dogpile until they leave, and then everybody gets $20.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. That's all the demands.
All right.
Pretty good list.
It's not bad. I think it's very possible to be able to do this. So I'm telling you right now, the fly in the ointment, Bob's going to be.
Yeah. So who's going to hold out?
Yeah, he's going to hold out now. He's going to be. He's definitely going to hold out. See what happens. So here's the thing, young bucks. Bob's a cunt. 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 Bob's a cunt.
How long
What
was this
a
one?
little fairy.
2.5
Bob's a
minutes,
cunt.
yeah.
Bob's a cunt. What a little fairy.
practice
Bob's a
cutting
cunt.
this off
Bob's a
at
cunt.
1 minute.
My God, you are such a fucking diva. Cunt. My God. You are such a fucking diva. Cunt, cunt, diva. Cunt, 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 cunt. What a pussy. Diva. Cunt, 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 cunt. Bob's a diva. Honey, they won't let me talk about COVID.
No,
Honey, they won't let me talk about COVID.
no.
Bob's a cunt. Bob's a cunt. Bob's a cunt. What a diva. Cunt, 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 cunt. Bob's a diva. Oh,
I will say I do love my solid no in there.
Diva. Oh, here we go. Bob, here we go. Diva. Bob seemed to have problems with his Mexicans. Cunt,
Stop it
cunt,
at
cunt. Bob's a diva. How
seconds.
Bob is that? That's so Bob. That's so Bob.
There you go.
And here's the thing.
That's so
And then,
Bob.
and look at the
That's
picture
fine.
in there. I guess that's me and Bob shirtless.
No, that's you and Dave.
Is it me and Dave
Yeah,
shirtless?
yeah, it's just in the shower.
Oh,
Having
is
some
that us in the shower? I mean, look at me. I look like Joe from the Three Stooges. I don't even look like Curly. It's
I
like
mean,
a horrible depiction.
so Access has a question.
Sure.
Does the rule about laying off apply to the audience? No, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, we can fuck with the audience all we want. Like I was fucking with Colin.
Up to a point. If I say enough, then
if Dave says enough.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, if anyone's just like, yeah, I think that's kind of taking a bit
Because-
too far.
some people have, let's say, no empathy at all for anybody.
Oh, that's me. He's talking about me again.
No,
Joe
Bob,
Joe
no, Bob,
Mama.
actually. It's
Yeah,
Bob.
there's a Three Stooges. There was Shemp, Curly, and then Joe. And Joe was like the unfunniest of all the Curly or Shemp. And Shemp wasn't even that funny. Mo, Curly, and Shrimp. That's right. So anyhow, I guess that's
so
it.
Where's Bob? What's Bob doing right now?
I don't know. He's probably
Nothing.
He's probably
Vacuuming the floor for the third time today.
No, he's probably listening, and he might not. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. He's not in the chat. That's what So that's one thing.
Oh boy.
What's this?
Final demand. John is no longer John. Okay, only Jamingo exists. I don't know what that means.
It means I can't use the name John. We just have to call it Jamingo. So yeah, yeah, it's true. I want from now on. I want
Jaminga Nizzle.
from now on,
Jamingles.
I want to be addressed as Jamingo. That's my name. I'm changing like Sting. I have one name. it's Jamingo. All right. Well, that's it. We'll see what happens.
Well, this was surprisingly healthy.
Where's did Colin? What did Colin have to say?
Nothing really.
He's over there crying. Where's my shit? Where's she go? What happened? What I do? It's the hormones, man. I'm telling you, it's the hormones. You know, they push out a pup, and the next thing you know, they get fucking squirrely. You didn't have that locked down, John.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. John from the Jamingo department.
That's good. All right. Well, that's it. I guess.
Well, thank you, John. You actually kind of saved the show today. We were supposed to have a whole nother guest, but he never even got back to Dave.
It's what I do. I go on podcasts. I create content.
Like, I was really looking forward to it because I wanted to get a psychoanalysis of Jerry Banfield. But hey, this is the next best thing.
Thank you. All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your show. I'll talk to you later.
You too, buddy.
Toodaloo. What was that?
Healthy.
I'm suspicious
Of him?
of Bob.
Oh,
This is all a massive Bob mega troll somehow.
you really think so?
Maybe.
All right, we still got like 8 minutes more to fill. Do you want to do some Jerry?
No. I want to talk about pronouns.
Why? Okay.
We do too much Jerry.
Yeah, we do a lot, Jerry.
We do a lot of Jerry. We got to learn about pronouns. I'm trying to train myself so I can at least do the they thems. I'm probably not going to go any further than the they thems.
Yeah, don't.
What, you telling me what to do? Oh,
No.
This is Australia. We believe in freedom. I'll do what I want. If I want to go the Z-Zem-Zers, yep, I'll do that.
We've got a couple more lines open, and I know that at this
And-
point, the
and-
theist should be at a church, so you have no excuse. Give us a call, and we'll see if we can get to you before the end of the show.
They'll also have something to say about how to handle trolls.
Absolutely. We do want to talk to more religious callers. But there is, ooh,
Do we need someone in
Hey.
Robin Eckers who talks like
No.
your half Mexican brother?
No, we do not.
Okay. Okay.
do you want to decide who we're going to take?
I know
Oh, did I tell you that these two are fucking?
There's no way.
Way.
Oh boy. Of course
They're
they're doing a
engaged.
show together.
Number one, they're engaged. Number two, guess who proposed? And it's not your half Mexican man
Oh,
friend.
no, it was the they them.
Yes. V, the pagan witch, non-binary pagan witch, proposed. That's okay, isn't it? To be non-traditional from time to time.
If my mom ever told me that she was a non-binary pagan witch, I don't think I would ever talk to her again.
Who? Your mother?
My mother, yes.
Yeah, that's total bullshit. You totally still would. Come on. Your mother would have to do a lot more than that for you to stop talking to her.
I mean, it's already bad enough I don't go over there because she has like an altar and everything, and like 50 million pets.
Oh God, does she believe at all that she is in communication with the pets?
I think.
Uh,
Like she doesn't
I'd be-
say it
I'd
in
be guessing so.
Facebook posts,
Right.
but the way that she describes her interactions with said pets.
It's bad enough my wife talks, does the usual thing of talking to the pets as if they can understand. But your mother might have crossed the bridge to think that the pets are talking back.
Oh God, please no. God, please no.
This says that this could be a troll. So if we get the sense that it's a troll, or if we recognize your voice, then we're moving on. If this is an honest question, then I'm interested to hear your thoughts.
Okay. V, of their free will.
If you're a troll, we'll hang up on you. Okay.
I mean, isn't
Don't
that
be a troll.
how what's his name, Mike, handled things? Like,
Who, Eric?
no, who was the dude that ran their original show that they were a part of?
Matt
the-
Dillahunty.
Yeah, Matt Dillahunty. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Matt. Like, wouldn't he just like hang up on trolls like immediately?
He hangs up on everybody. That's his thing.
Oh, Jesus.
That's why the show's at all entertaining. Otherwise, it's pretty bland. You got to spice it up a little bit.
Is choosing to take Mike in Ohio.
Yep.
Mike, you're live with Eric and V.
Mike.
He.
see
Oh
him in
God, they have
Ohio.
their fucking
Hello.
pronouns.
What do you expect? Why is that even a surprise at this point?
I don't know. I feel defeated by this world.
We really should demand that everyone states their pronouns when they comment,
Yeah, and your
So-
race.
so we know.
Hi, Eric and V.
And your race.
Like, for instance, I'm trans black.
Long-time ACA listener, not a troll, just kind of a curious question.
Perfect.
Would
Okay.
you ever see?
They're so oversensitive about trolls, right? That people now have to ring and say, "I'm not a troll. I'm not a troll. I'm not a troll." Which, I mean, if you were a troll, then it doesn't help to weed them out as well.
Yeah, Callan said if the tarot card reader I knew was not binary, I'd still fuck they. It's so weird.
John's trying to throw out more demands. No, we there's no more demands. We
Yeah, no, we're done.
how many more
Negotiations are over.
But yeah,
one quick
I don't
question
care
first,
about
guess.
running the videos or not.
Is Jamie still part of the ACA? I don't know if you can answer that or not. If he is,
Got it. So
hey,
Immediately, both of them are uncomfortable.
Jamie, how was this a big
Like, look at that!
So-
Look at
so
that
now-
awkward smile
Right.
from they,
you and Jamie's work before you and V started working together quite often?
and that
'Cause
weird
that's normal.
lip thing
well,
that he's
I
doing.
appreciate that. I do want to clarify that V and I are no longer doing shows for the ACA, and that Skeptic Generation is
okay.
our own thing,
Okay,
and
great.
that we've stopped doing projects and things with the ACA. back in May.
Yeah. Whether or not Jamie is still involved, I haven't seen him around.
All
The
right,
ACA
but
very
when
much,
is
but,
one of them going to kiss
knows?
the other
Yeah, I mean,
shoulder?
we had dinner with him a couple of months ago, and he appeared to be doing well. He's absolutely still Jamie, and
I think he was starting his own thing as well. So keep an eye out for that, I guess.
absolutely, and
Yeah, so they're
if
splintering off
we,
like every
you
fucking
know,
group does.
find out what he's up to, I'd be happy to, tweet
Except
out and
Rubberneck
get
is
info out
apparently,
about
we're getting
him and
back
where people can
together.
Find him.
Yeah, we're getting the
What's the
band
question,
back
Mike?
together
Yeah.
Until Bob shuts it
So-
all down.
I obviously understand
with
how
his
some of this
Grandmaster
works,
Troll plan.
She/her. I guess my question is,
It's like
they
the
them,
9/11 of
right?
podcasts.
Or in what circumstances?
Oh, I'm gonna get some coffee. Yeah.
I'm hoping to be.
Oh,
Bob.
you know what? I think I remember you showing me this
Yeah,
video.
I think we
absolutely.
did do it
So
before,
I'm
actually.
happy to have this conversation.
I forgot to
with
mark
you.
it off, but that's cool.
It
It was weeks and weeks ago.
I have zoomed in on my
Jody
face so
says
that
shoulder
Eric can
kisses
move
are
it
so
along.
beta.
Well, they're alpha when they come from Laura Banfield.
Yeah, that kisses his bare naked shoulder.
Community or trans community or anything like that. It's a pretty straight white area.
You're
You're
calling in
telling-
from
oh,
Ohio.
John's-
Yeah, I get it. I lived there for a while.
Wordy.
I consider myself as open as
I think
can be.
they
My
pegs
wife
only
and I talked
pegs
about it a
him.
few times, seeing that the pronouns are added to some of the shows now,
Mhm.
and we're curious, why the they them over he her, considering
Yeah.
how people recognize themselves.
Absolutely. For sure. Happy to have that conversation. I'm also
Happy
glad
to
to
be-
hear that
Yeah,
Liz
for
knows how to
sure.
use
Totally cool with it.
pronouns too now. That's very
Nice.
progressive of them. Good
People
for
have
them.
people have been
Following-
watching us and doing what we're doing. I'm
Damn.
glad for that.
That's good. All right.
Good.
So
As Colin said,
here's the deal.
you need facial
So,
hair. Yeah, the fist
um,
bumping.
Oh,
It
weird.
takes on a whole
Where
new
do I
meaning
start?
when they're
There
bumping
are
uglies as well.
People who do not feel comfortable
Kind of
using
jealous because she's
he,
got like
him
massive
pronouns
knockers,
or
dude.
she,
I know.
her pronouns. They may
She's
want
still
to
my
use they,
favorite
them.
they,
They don't
them.
have to. There are other pronoun options available. They're called neo-pronouns, and they're still
Neo
kind of big.
pronouns.
They're
What about
foothold in
neo
society,
Nazis?
So it's not as known of a thing.
Yeah,
They,
no,
them is
I-
really the
I
biggest
wouldn't
one
you
right
say
now.
Neo anything. I
But
guess there's Neo from
essentially,
the Matrix.
I can
and
speak to my experience.
Matrix is supposed to be an
and my
allegory for,
experience is that
for
there aren't other
transgenderism, apparently.
options
So
really available to us. We live in a
New Matrix coming out.
society where
We live in a
people are fitting
society!
really one of two boxes.
yes, we do live in a
and there are
society.
people who fall between the boxes.
Sometimes you just gotta do what you're fucking told, and stop fighting society. Like it's cool to be a little bit defiant from time to time, but not to the point where like you can't mentally survive in society, because every time you see something, it triggers you into a meltdown.
John said they wears dark colors so we can enjoy they's sweater meat.
Every now and then, they sex it up with a little bit of cleavage.
Yeah,
That's
sometimes you can
when it-
just blatantly see they's tits.
Oh yeah.
And in order to have other people hold,
She
and-
looks like if Hannah Gatsby was kind of hot.
Jody B said no one wants to be a basic bitch. That's 100% untrue. Most people adore. I mean, it's why people make jokes about basic bitches. Most people love on some level. Being
Do
basic
you
bitches.
see this leveling up from Colin right here? Tarot card reader now has the code name Hummingbird. Hummingbird is now single. Time to slip in. Fuck whore lady baby mama.
Okay.
Wow.
You need most people to be basic bitches so that you can have the fringe, more interesting fringe.
Right.
The problem now
No,
is
they can't all be interesting because they
everyone
aren't.
wants to be interesting. And no, society still has to run.
coherent conversation with them, they need pronouns, and so they pick the ones that work best for them. The reason that I use they them pronouns is because I do not think that I fit into the she her box.
You
I
have the
also
she her
looked
box
over
on
at the
top
he,
of
him
your
box and was
chest.
like, do I jump in that box?
The she, her
No,
box
I don't
between her
feel like
legs
the
too.
he, him either.
Yeah, that too.
So
I'm guessing.
I'm kind of stuck. Here's this third option. It's relatively ingrained in society,
well,
using they, them to describe people of nondescript gender.
It's ingrained in society. Nope.
No.
Colin is the basic bitch of rubberneckers. I don't know who is.
I mean, I guess when the show was starting out, it could have been me. I didn't really say much of anything.
Jody said it all started with black folks spelling their names weird.
Yeah, I have a coworker that bitches about that.
Has
Like
been a
whenever
thing for a very, very long time.
like people's DoorDash's order pop up, and it's like, Darquise. He's just like, I'm not saying that name. I can't pronounce it.
Oh, Jesus. So, yeah, no, I do remember we did watch the first bit of this video before, but we were also triggered that we couldn't make it anywhere close to the end. But I think we're doing better now. I think we're doing better at just
I'm just gonna use this one.
accepting it on
Is it
some
something
level.
that's inherent to
Sheik
me?
says
Are
that they have a
feminist,
trans
those two
friend
words?
that is grossed
really.
out by
It's
his
just-
own tits.
Yes, it's called gender dysphoria.
Yes.
Like, if you have problems with your, lady, girl parts or boy parts, that's the whole reason to transition. A lot of the problem now is, so a lot of people think you don't even need to have that in order to be,
No, you can just be whatever you
trans.
want now.
which it doesn't really make sense. I'm not sure how the redefining of everything into nothing.
Just the best words
So
to
you just
describe my
take away gender
experience and
completely.
the thing that makes me feel most seen by other people.
Yes.
Okay, can I tie in just a little bit as well?
I would love-
Can I mean, Eric,
May I just have a little bit of pussy, please?
and this whole idea that unless you're personally living the issue, you can't comment on it.
No, and I feel
It's
like everyone has
fucking
the right
bullshit.
to.
I'm not an alcoholic, but I will comment on alcoholism,
Yeah, like mine.
right? Or anybody else's.
Yeah.
You're anorexic. You've got the eating disorder at the other end, but you absolutely will comment about overeaters,
Yeah, because it's fucking disgusting.
right?
I'm not fucking anorexic. I just don't have an appetite. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, okay. So whatever story you need to tell yourself. How many anorexics just say, "Oh no, I don't have anorexia. I just don't have much of an appetite. It's fine." Until they end up
Colin
looking like
asked-
Karen Carpenter.
If he's gonna have to be on Rubberneckers. Yes. You don't have a choice.
I mean, submissive Mexicans. I don't think all Mexicans are massively dominant. I mean, I'm looking at 2 half Mexicans now who aren't dominant. So
I mean, they usually work for like dollars an hour. I think that's pretty submissive.
Oh
To
god.
hear Mike's thoughts on that first.
Okay.
Well, I understand where you're coming from with
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
Again,
Right.
basically, I was more looking kind of for a little bit of an education as to why, and at least that
Oh, yeah, this is true.
checks that box a little
Yes.
bit.
Can I just add a little bit of practical to it?
Absolutely.
Okay, so
Oh yeah, Eric defines himself as queer because
What does I still don't understand what the fuck queer means.
okay, you're queer too,
I'm bisexual.
right? That's under the queer umbrella.
I thought the word queer means like weirdo.
I mean, we change definitions of words all the time. Gay means happy. Originally, Devon. So
Okay.
okay, You're saying you don't personally identify as queer.
I may or may not have done drag in a past life
Okay.
or this life,
Right.
but I don't. I mean,
But I can't
fuck,
imagine you
I've
saying,
worn
"Hi, I'm
eyeliner.
Devin. I'm queer.
No, of course not.
I'm part of the queer community."
Yeah, I'm a part of the LGBTQ plus community. The little bigger.
My gender pronouns are
He, him, always.
Hmm.
Even when
No.
I dress as a female.
It's you got to say he, him in Spanish, and then I'd agree.
Shit. I don't know what that is.
No? Okay. All right.
There are a lot of people who just really, really want to be victims, who will say, "Well, I can't intuit somebody who uses neopronouns. I can't intuit their pronouns, and if I get it wrong, I'm going to get in trouble." Number one, no, you're not.
Oh,
Number
yeah,
one,
Eric said-
yes, you will.
Yes, you will. Totally are. You've got to constantly be walking on eggshells,
Constantly.
and everybody has to be walking on eggshells all the time, so that we don't make tiny mistakes about other people's self-identity. It's not workable. Even
No,
if,
it's
even
not.
if on some philosophical level it's a good idea, which debatable, it's not practical.
It's not workable.
The important thing is that you care. Number two, what if
I
they
like
just told
this.
you? What if somebody said, "Hey, these are my pronouns"?
Sure.
That way, you
Just
wouldn't have to
one
worry
woman?
about it at all.
Yeah, we can all dress as
What if
one
on
woman.
our
I'll
name
be the
tags,
I'll be
it
the
just
left
said,
leg.
Eric, he, him on my name tag, and that way, you would just know, and that would solve that, right? What we're doing on this show is we're adding that to help add clarity, and plus, we live in a
Sheik said
society
that
that's
Mexican
so
guy
shitty.
almost got murdered at Sonic for calling that chick a dude.
Exactly. How often do they misgender each other?
What about that one woman that lost her shit in a GameStop for being misgendered?
Yes. It's ma'am. Yes. That one. The
Yeah,
famous one.
that one.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
very
yeah, yeah.
famous one. But no, you won't get in trouble. Go fuck yourself.
You know how people that like crusade against something often want the opposite in the bedroom?
Yeah.
So dirty talk for them is like him pretending to be a man and them pretending to be a woman, or maybe the other way around.
Yeah, he's getting pegged.
No. Oh yeah, pegged. Yeah. No, because she'd have to put a strap on. You get it. You're visualizing it better than I am. Well done.
I just know how these things work.
So yeah, that would be what, like gender play, I guess you'd call it, maybe.
Oh my god, that better not. That probably already is a thing.
100%
Gender
is.
play.
100%
Jesus
is.
Christ.
I've seen a cam girl who was a woman, like not trying to be anything trans, anything, but
Mm-hmm.
was into gender play. So where she would pretend to be a dude
And put on a strap on.
and emasculating the men and calling them women.
Oh boy.
But in the bedroom between consenting adults, cool. Knock
Yeah,
yourselves out.
exactly.
It's when that spills out into society and you expect everyone to go along
But hey, like they said, Dave, we live in a society.
with. We live in a society.
About even recognizing that these people exist.
Right.
That doing that small kindness adds validation and goes, you as a person, you're listened to and you're seen.
Okay, so what about my
ultimately,
race?
we could live in a society where that
Well, Mexicans or
Yeah. What about like
Michigonians?
no fuck Michigan.
Michiganians. Okay.
But like no. So whenever
Yes.
like John says oh fuck boy Amanda, I don't know what that is.
Joe, no, because you haven't listened to my old show.
Oh, here
Terrible
we go.
person.
Okay, sorry, Roy.
How
Beard.
about you validate me as a person? I don't care what
I
don't care
validate you every day. I talk to you every day, Dave. Is
don't
that
care
not
what-
enough?
I don't care what gender pronouns you use. You knock yourself out. Anything. But how you validate me as a person is listen to my
By
old show.
listening to my old shows.
Yeah. The reason why Jody B brought up Fuckboy Amanda was that was a gender play. That we were doing gender play. Yeah.
Bye, Colin. Have a good day at school.
Oh,
That was weird. That felt
study
weird.
hard. What gender play?
No, telling Colin to have a good day at school.
Do you think Fuckboy Devon could be a character?
I'd have to cut off all my hair.
Yeah, you can do that.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
It's
know
just
it
going to
grows
be-
back, but I'm not
Well, yeah,
doing that.
I want
Yeah.
to know how to respond to or talk to this person using the pronouns that work for them.
Yes.
It's
And
In my
just
head,
helps.
in my head,
it's a fundamental difference in philosophy is how much should you care about other people? I think a little bit. Some people say 0. Other people it's too much.
Yeah.
And
No, I feel like it veers off more to the latter. People caring too much.
right. But caring not at all. I don't think that's a
Which is
that's
still just as bad.
path to happiness either. It's got to be somewhere in between.
I guess I live in a internet bubble. At least Texas is not very progressive overall. But
shit,
I do have a lot of friends and coworkers and
I
colleagues.
mean, at least she's. I just got it wrong. Oh my god! At least they are self-aware
Jody, please
enough
don't
to-
say that.
to admit that they live in an internet bubble.
people in the bubble that uses pronouns. And
Please
don't
so
say that.
for
Jody.
me,
Please
it
don't say
feels
that.
just as
That's
natural
mean.
and as respectful as asking someone for their last
I don't
name.
even know who that
or
is, and it's an
asking,
Neither
insult.
do I.
That person just called you Bill. Do you go by Bill or do you go by Billy or William? What do you want me to call you? So it's just kind of adding that extra nicety,
Well,
that extra
Do you
bit
know
of
what I think about
respect
people that are
to-
insistent on their names only being pronounced one way and never being shorted or abbreviated?
What is that, David?
Devo. It's irritating. Well, why should you expect everyone else to give a shit about you so much that they're going to get the form? They have to get the form of your name right every single time. Don't you think that's
You know,
Just
it
too-
is
way too
kind of a
much.
little bit ridiculous. I mean, I can
It's
totally
like-
understand, like, if somebody read my name off of something, they would probably
Yeah.
immediately assume that it's pronounced
Like-
Devon.
Yeah, actually, it's or for you to everyone most people say Devon, and then you constantly have to say actually it's Devon.
Right.
That's my name. Pronounce it right.
Yeah. You
Leave me the fuck
you
alone.
cisgendered white male.
Heteronormative. For some reason, I like the word heteronormative because it's just so
I feel like it's a true, like, bite, like, insult.
right. Yeah, again, we're back to basic bitches. Basic bitches are heteronormative, yes, and cisgendered.
All
Yes,
women are
and that's
bisexual.
just what we want to emulate on the show.
Ooh, can we put it in a
Yeah, well-
similar bin? When I was young, I was told that if I found out that someone who identifies as a woman is married or unmarried, that the respectful thing to do is to call them Ms. or Mrs. or Ms. if it's unknown. Can we use a similar bin to that?
Yeah.
And go, hey,
This-
that's just, you
this
find out a
is-
thing you're learning. You want to you want to
Absolutely. No one's
address
going to be
them.
mad at you if they're like, oh,
Yes.
I am a Mrs. Excuse you, I'm married. How could you not intuit this?
It's happening.
Okay,
man.
absolute statements like that makes you a fucking idiot.
Yes.
Because all I have to do is find one person in the world to prove you wrong. And I know that there are people that are women, traditional women that are proud to be married and absolutely still want to be called Mrs.
Boomer
And
Bob
they will,
says,
and they will correct you.
Morning, beautiful people. I actually slept in today. Can I get a recap? Yeah, you missed John on our show.
No, Bob's a puppet master the whole time. This is whole. Oh, I just broke up. No. We know. You've had your
and
fun.
Jody says, "Butt sex make you gay if you're catching." Yes. Wait, does that mean I'm just straight?
Yeah. If you're not, if you were just pitching, then yeah, you're fine.
Oh, yeah. So I'm not bisexual at all.
No. Even if you are, it's very mild. You got a mild case of bisexuality.
It's like a
worry about it.
disease.
Don't worry about it. There'll be a therapeutic for that next year. And
Yeah,
it'll be
electroshock
over.
therapy.
Have you heard of something called bi-erasure?
Yeah, I hear about it a lot.
Yes.
I feel
Didn't
like
know it was a problem, but hey,
no, I never acknowledged it as a problem
right.
because I don't think bi erasure is a thing. It's just I think, not a good part of the population, but yes, all women are bisexual.
Okay. Again, absolute statements, Devon. All I have to do,
fuck off. Yes,
you know
make me an idiot. I know.
that there's gold star lesbians.
Oh, absolutely.
There's no way.
Yeah, the type that show up on the first date with a U-Haul. Yes, I know.
Yes. So you either have to admit that you were wrong, or
I'm
claim
always
that
wrong.
all those claim that those lesbians aren't actually women. They're
No, I'm always wrong.
something else.
Right? Like it's like, oh no, actually it's Mrs. Oh, okay. And then that person's a Mrs. in your head.
Yeah, and unless they're in an open relationship or are poly, you should probably not hit on them.
Like,
Yeah.
How are you feeling about
Also,
this?
you
Does
should
he
never
understand
have
your
a
question?
poly relationship. Those don't work.
Yeah, I think
When's poly going to become more of a thing? That was the next
It
thing
is-
on the
Yeah, I thought it was slowly becoming a thing for a
Yes.
little bit. And I think there was like a pushback.
that they don't tend to be stable.
No.
Any kind of poly arrangement. We do tend to
And
kind
usually
of
the
pair off.
woman is like the size of a planet.
Okay.
I'm not wrong.
Well, and she's got like a harem of men.
Yeah.
That is a thing. Absolutely.
so. I think that kind of.
Are we in after show time yet? I really had to piss.
Yeah, this is after show.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Deep into after show.
Times, and I wasn't sure why the they them compared to either identifying he she or he she.
Well, some people do that too.
It's just a
Too many variables. Yeah, it's hard enough with a two-person relationship. So, I mean, people bang on about it like it's the greatest thing. Oh, we're in a poly relationship. I mean, I wonder how many poly relationships have lasted a decent length of time. Unless I'm trying to think of examples. The weird Tiger King guy, he seemed to have somewhat of a poly marriage thing going. I imagine a lot of Mormon marriages last a bit longer.
about
Some of them might be
seeing
miserable,
the
but
person. I mean, it's the entire concept of gender is societal, and so
the entire concept of gender is societal. Yeah, see, this is where I start to have a bit of an issue. Gender is deeply biological. We're animals. What can you do about that?
why not?
Yeah, things
Well-
are much more fluid. I mean, I grew up in the '80s, and things are so different now than
Yeah.
what they were then. I grew up very religious and would have thought a lot.
Gender expression can be fluid. You can express yourself however you want. But I mean, unless you go to demonstrative lengths, hormones, operations stuff, and make an effort, then you can't just change your gender. Just like that. Jody B says he uses proper nouns. Oh, good for you. Notice a bunch of couples he's met end up trying open relationships right before they get divorced, like a last resort. Why is it sad? Actually, I mean, there should be a holiday place that those couples go to called the Last Resort. There must be a place called the Last Resort, a resort called the Last Resort. Hey, Devin,
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
maybe you and your partner should go to the Last Resort.
Yeah, no, probably not. My last resort's gonna be murdering her.
So that you don't do that.
Oh, there's
You'll end up sharing a cell with... Actually, maybe that wouldn't be so bad. Sharing a cell with Podcast Hitman.
Yeah, it wouldn't be so bad. We can talk about Patrick Michael for hours.
Yes, he's not going to kill you. I'm pretty confident of that.
Out of the things that I think now are absolutely nuts.
Yep.
Oh, the bigoted views held in religious. Oh my gosh. Aren't you glad? Aren't you glad, Mike, that
Yes.
we got to we're the last generations that didn't have social media? You know, back when.
In fact, there should be more poly relationships.
No, there shouldn't.
Yes, couples should be forced to adopt an incel.
No,
Why? Why not?
that's a nightmare waiting to happen.
Not forever, just for a short period of time, because you're basically trying to train the incel out of their inceldom. That's a great idea. You and your partner have to adopt. Just say Bradley.
What? So me and him can argue over Monopoly?
Yes, and over. No, that anime's stupid. No, that anime's stupid. You're dumb. It's the worst. Yeah, I mean, after a while, you could train Bradley to act like a real boy and have some hope of, turning into a man at some point and getting himself out of the Virgin Club.
Apparently, I made
We were in high
Bob
school.
laugh. So, you're welcome.
He's back about an hour. Jesus. Did you read the dimorphic appearance?
Oh yeah. Is there more than dimorphic appearances in nature? Male lions have manes, lionesses don't. Is there a hermaphrodite lion with a skirt made of hair?
Yes.
Maybe.
It's rare. It's rare. That's the thing. It's so rare. So yeah, it's not purely cultural.
It's
Oh, yeah. I mean,
oh my god.
What is shaking on the right side of the? Do you see that?
No.
different for the good and the bad in a lot of different ways. And hopefully the good is eventually going to outweigh the bad with people being more aware of the other humans around them and how the other humans around them feel and see themselves.
Well,
How do you feel and see yourself today, Devin?
I'm a trans black man.
Make me more aware of your situation in one sentence or less.
I am a trans black man in a domestic abusive relationship.
Oh boy. Oh boy. It's funny because it's true.
I really appreciate you. I think this was a great call, and I want to encourage people to ask these kinds of questions in the same respectful and thoughtful way that, Mike, you clearly have. So thank you.
I know you guys do. That's why I called you guys today, because I actually kind of
The weird fist bump.
The fist bump is very creepy. I think with this show now also that there's some people that fully intend to troll and then they back out and have a somewhat, normal, maybe not normal,
Conversation.
but yeah, they just end up having a conversation.
is Skeptic Generation?
Fine. Oh, you put it up there already. No more 8 minutes 46 timeout. How about 4 days of deliberation?
fuck
like a
off.
Rittenhouse trial?
I'm so tired of hearing about
Let me
that
guess.
shit.
Another thing that's been so ridiculously politicized. Fantastic. So I wonder what side. So, I mean, you just know. You just know what side people are going to take. How boring is that?
What, knowing
Devin.
exactly what side somebody's going to take?
Yes. I know you're right. So I know what side you would take.
I mean, I see both sides.
Okay, what's an issue that you see both sides on? Truly see both sides on.
Like with this Rittenhouse thing, there
Okay.
should have been no reason why he was across state borders as a minor
Okay.
with a technically assault weapon.
Okay. Why do you say technically?
No, I mean, it is an assault rifle,
Okay.
but he did also kill a pedophile.
Oh, that's the angle. Okay.
And blew a bicep off of a domestic abuser.
So, so they've decided that it was righteous killing. Because you find out what the mud is on people. I mean, they did the same thing with George Floyd.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, someone was kind of murdered by the cops. And that's not great. But okay, shit, what angle are we going to go with? Oh, yep, let's just dig up all the dirt.
I'm
George
wrong,
Floyd
you're
and make it-
wrong. Everybody sing this song.
Kind of sound like he deserved it. It's just so obvious an angle.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I won't deny it's effective, but we can do better. Every now and then, I wish the commentators would just flip and say, well, you expect I'm going to say this about this issue, but I'm not.
But hey,
that would be so much more interesting. They don't have to do it all the time. Just every now and then.
Yeah. Welcome.
would it have been better if he had a pistol instead?
Who?
Kyle.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know,
kill
you
the
I mean,
other
didn't the
class,
dude
great.
that got his bicep blown off pull out like a comically large revolver?
I don't know.
Like a Joker style like pistol.
That's pretty awesome.
So somewhat recently, and had caught a couple episodes, and
Nice.
you guys were
The algorithm
bit
kind of picked us
more-
up.
Well, thanks so much.
How do
for
we
call-
get picked up by the algorithm?
One of us needs to start being a they them.
Okay. I don't give a shit. I'll do it. Doesn't worry me. Call me whatever you want.
Colin and Mike?
Yeah.
Can I ask one more last quick question?
Yeah.
I saw a picture where you guys had rings, and I know you guys were. a
See?
Oh God.
I told you.
couple. Are you
It's
married?
real.
We are engaged.
V
You're
proposed.
engaged. Congratulations.
V
Ah!
proposed at my birthday party,
I told you.
Aw.
and it was amazing. And I cried. And
Oh, you little
and
bitch.
we had our closest friends there, and somebody took a picture. You can see that on our Twitter, both of our Twitters. But if you want to know kind of
Oh.
the details on that one, we did a show on V's channel.
Yeah. So we did an hour-long live stream and answer.
Could we
people's
just do a
questions.
show every day where we discuss getting the band back together? Because I think Bob actually enjoyed this.
Questions
Watching
about
back
it,
from an hour
stories.
ago. If we could only rehash that every day for the next year.
What? Except we have to come up with a new
New premise
a new
every
list of
time.
demands every day. No repeats.
So if you want to check that out, you can go to youtube.com/VRoseLaBianca, and it's up there.
Yeah,
My
this
demand
format
is
super
everyone's
conducive to
drunk
it. You know,
but
people
me.
are like, wow, they're so cold. You know, we don't really, but it's just because it's the format. We're in love, we're happy, and for people who do want to see that, yeah, check out that episode.
Absolutely.
Isn't the one secret to, like, you know, broadcasting success is not doing a show with your significant other?
Yeah. But, I mean, in rare circumstances, it can work. You and John Domingo, for example, you're pretty close. The like daddy-son dynamic.
I really would appreciate it if you put that into different terms.
What? Uncle, nephew?
Oh, God, no, that's worse.
That is worse.
Hey, you want to call it? That's about the end of it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, make
Right.
sure everyone you go and check out patreon.com/Content Kings. Yeah, throw in that Fiverr
while it's still
McDiver
up. While it's
still up.
And yeah, I mean, I think I'm going to vow that by the end of season 2 of Rubberneckers, 2 of the members will be engaged. I don't know who. Actually, you can probably guess if you think about it.
Also, make sure you go to at Content King 69 and make sure that you vote for those polls that I definitely have set up until Monday.
Bob says, I love how he said that John Domingo says Dave fucked him over. But when he did the, what's the rat tour? I mean, that was him going out, slagging off Bob. Yes, he forgets that. I know.
He forgets everything. Here, Master Troll Bob.
He's simplified all that narrative into I'm the bad guy. Okay.
Yeah, thank everyone so much for watching. This has been Freak Me Out Fridays, which turned into Negotiation Friday. Thanks, Kieran.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably better this way. Still no response.
No, Rage Against the Rubberneckers.
Oh, Rage Against the Rubberneckers. I mean, at least Kieran hasn't been active on Facebook. I'd be more annoyed if it said active and then he's actively ignoring.
Oh yeah, and just no response whatsoever. It would be even worse if he just read your messages and did not respond.
He's just completely forgotten. Jeez.
All right, yeah. So we'll be back on Monday. I should be back in more tip-top form. I won't have an annoying girlfriend to deal with for a week. So
yeah, and Rubberneckers is definitely coming soon. Yep, 100%.
We just need to figure it out.
Everyone's on board.
Yep. All right. See ya.
Bye.